On this podcast, I want to talk about the main problem that people come up against whenever they want to change their life for the better. Welcome to this episode of the Limitation Is A Mirage podcast. Today I want to talk about one of the biggest problems that I find all the clients that I have that are over the age of 40 who want to change their life and become healthier. They want to get fitter, they want to go to the gym, they want to go out jogging, running, whatever it is that they want to do. And the biggest problem that they seem to come against is the people around them. So as we get older, we develop a circle of people, our inner circle, as you were. And these are the people that you will probably be the friends with for the rest of your life. So as you've got to this stage in your life, you've got rid of the people that haven't fitted with you, that you don't get on with, or that just aren't looking out for your higher good, for what you feel is your higher good. So you sort of clear the path of them. And then you stick to this little group that you have. And then you get into a habit. So there's habits of your own, like your own habit, maybe your sleeping pattern or the way you eat or the way you dress. That's like a little habit of your own. But we also have communal habits, the habits of our group. Like maybe every Saturday you meet up with your group and you just go play football, or you meet up with your group and they go to the pub for beers. Whatever it is, we have wee things like, personally in my group, we would go to the cinema before all this happened. We would have met up and went to the cinema. I don't really go out or anything, so cinema was my going out. Or I meet certain people and go to the gym with them. So everyone has their wee communal groups and their communal habits. And then the clients that I find that want to break out of the jail that they've put themselves in, the sluggish body, the feeling weak, the feeling tired all the time, the being snappy at their partners or snappy at their kids. They want to break out of that and they want to become healthier. So they start looking into how to become healthier, and then when we start working towards that, they start to come up against barriers, like the people around them they just want them to come back to what they were. It's not necessarily that they don't want them to succeed, but they just are used to their wee pattern and their wee communal habits. And as we all know, people really dislike change, especially whenever it's happening and they've no control over it. They feel like it's putting them out. So then they'll start to ask you, like, why are you doing this? Like, you don't need to change. We love you the way you are. You don't need to become healthier for me, and you don't need to do this, or you don't need to do that, or you're not that bad, or you don't look that bad, or are you, like, other people might say things like, do you think I need to do this as well? Are you saying that our lifestyle isn't good? And they start to sort of guilt you into coming back to where you were. And if you don't want to go back there, it's really hard whenever you'll feel like you're swimming against the tide the whole time. But it's important for you to realize that the only person that can really change your life is you. These people who don't want you to change they're not sitting in your mind. They're not sitting with your pain, with your feeling tired or your sluggishness, or they're not sitting with all the struggles that you have mentally or physically day to day. Maybe for them, they're quite happy in their little bubble of just not being fit and not being as healthy as they could be. But you're not, and you want to change. And you have to remember that it starts with you. You have to be selfish about it. You can't just look at it and think that, like, I'm going to change for my family, or I'm going to quit something that's unhealthy for my family or my friends or whatever it is. You have to change for you. Whenever you change for you and you start moving forward for you, then you won't really care if you miss a few people's birthdays, you miss a few weddings, if you miss whatever social gathering that people have created that they think you should go to because they want you there. You'll start to miss all those, but you'll miss them because you're trying to improve yourself for yourself. And then that will inevitably make you happier and healthier, which will make you a better communicator with the people around you. It will make you eventually be like a lighthouse for the people around you, that they can see, look, if he can do it or she can do it, then maybe I can do it as well. But that can't be your goal. Your goal has to be healthy and happy for you. And then if you happen to help the people around you, then that's brilliant. But really, you need to, like, move to the beat of your own drum. You need to move forward towards your goal, no matter what the people say or what way they want to hold you back, or what struggles or whatever it is that they find that they're feeling, or what's coming up for them because you're trying to be healthy. Maybe the fact that you've started to eat healthily has made them realize how bad their diet is. Or maybe the fact that you started doing exercise has made them realize how weak or how unhealthy they actually are. But that's not down to you. It's not that you're doing this so that you can show them. Like, I used to get this a lot. People would say, oh, I don't like eating out with you because you'll be looking at me eating a burger and be thinking, oh, look at him eating a burger. And I would be like, I don't give a fuck what you eat. I don't care what you put in your body. It's entirely up to you. It doesn't affect me at all. So have at it. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I only care if you come to me and you ask me to help you become healthier, and then you fuck about and don't listen to my advice and do stuff that's actually opposite of my advice, meaning that we don't get the results that you wanted to get. But aside from that, if it's just you doing it for you, I don't give a shit. Like, it's nothing to do with me. So remember why you're doing it. Remember why you started. You started it because you felt sluggish. You felt tired. You felt like you just weren't 100%. You felt that you weren't working to your highest potential, and you want to. And that's the thing that'll keep you going whenever your family, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your children, whoever it is, comes up with problems and reasons why you should stop. It's up to you to remember why you started, how you feel along the journey, and how you'll feel once you get to where you want to get. Just one of the taglines of my program is sluggish to strong, because everyone that comes to me, that's one of the ways they describe themselves. I feel sluggish and tired, and I just don't want to feel that. So the opposite of that to me is strong. So the more you work towards that mentally and physically, the better you're going to feel mentally and physically. So remember that. Whenever you're looking back, remember, maybe you are walking to the beat of your own drum. Maybe you need to set your own path. You need to let them stay wherever they want to be. They're not going to like the change that you create for yourself because it ripples into their little habitat. But that is not down to you. You are about you. You have to go for your goals for you. So thanks again for tuning in. Have an amazing day, whatever you get up to, and I will speak to you again on the next podcast.